Hello everybody, this is Llodg, and today I want to talk about my kind of like first thoughts of Marvel Rivals. And if you don't know, Marvel Rivals is kind of like a hero shooter, kind of like Overwatch, but in like third person and with Marvel characters. And I had heard about this game coming out, but I really didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did. I kind of sat down tonight and be like, okay, I'm going to play 30 minutes and then we'll see if what happens, and I ended up playing for like 2 hours. So if that tells you anything, this game is just really fun right now, and obviously I'm sure it'll get worse or better in the future, but right now I'm just really enjoying it. And that's not to say I'm good at this game at all. Like through this gameplay that you're seeing, I'm probably going to be like the worst player you'll ever see, but I'm still having fun with it. And I tried out a bunch of different characters. I haven't tried out everyone yet, but I tried out the ones that kind of like stuck out to me, and the first character I played was Mantis, and I don't know why I chose her. I was just like, the match was starting and I was like, okay, you gotta choose someone, and I'll choose a support. And I played Mantis a little bit in like the practice thing, and I was like, oh, I kind of understand what she does. And I really liked playing as her. She's probably my favorite character to play as right now, and I don't know why, but I'm just kind of like good at not dying as her. Like other characters, I'll die really quickly, but with Mantis, I'm able to kind of like stay in the back, hit some shots when I can, and heal my team members, which is just like what I'm good at, not being in the front so I can miss every single shot. Because as you'll see in the gameplay, I'm not very good at like hitting people, which you know is a big part of this game. But as Mantis, you don't really need to do that. She really reminds me a lot of Bridget from Overwatch, where she'll just kind of heal and stay in the back. So maybe that's it. Bridget is my favorite character to play as in Overwatch, so maybe it just kind of links there. And a lot of these characters do kind of feel similar to Overwatch characters, but then there's other characters like Moon Knight who I can't like pin down as a certain Overwatch character. He just feels like if Batman was in Overwatch, and it's great. And he's another one of my favorite characters to play as. And the other one is Hela, who I really like. She just looks really cool. And I'm not the greatest as her, but it's still really fun, and I really like her moves. There was a couple characters I was just like not good at all, and it was like Captain America, Iron Man, characters like everyone kind of knows because of the MCU, but I'm just not good as them. And maybe eventually I'll like put time into trying to be good as them, but it's okay. I do not need to be good as them, and I'll be alright. But yeah, Moon Knight was just like a really fun character, and I thought he's really easy to get good damage off like really fast. So it's just kind of fun to like stay in the back and hit people, and he also just has like a grapple and like a double jump so you can like glide as if you're Batman. It's just a really fun time. And there's also a lot of characters I wouldn't have expected to be in this like first, I guess, wave, because I'm assuming they're going to add new characters in the future. But you have people like Squirrel Girl, who's like, who would ever think to add her? But she's also a pretty fun character. I think I need to kind of understand her moveset a little bit more. But another one who's really good, and you got knockoff Widowmaker with Black Widow, but I guess I'm just not good as her, and I wish she had like a couple more moves. Some of the characters feel like they don't have enough like moves with them, but I guess Black Widow has the close combat stuff if you really want something else. Oh, Storm I also thought was interesting. She's the last character I've played so far, and she's kind of interesting. It took me a little bit to understand exactly what her like gimmick is, and it's that she's kind of like Lucio, I guess, in a way. Except instead of healing, it's either like damage boost or speed, and she's just fun, and I really like her. I'm gonna call them ultimates because I don't know what else they're called, but where she turns into a tornado. A lot of great damage. If the healers on the other team weren't doing their jobs, I would have got an amazing amount of kills, but it is what it is. But yeah, she's really fun. And I also just really like all the designs of all the characters. You would expect this game to make them like MCU knockoffs or like X-Men knockoffs from the movies, because that's probably what most people think of when they think of Marvel these days. But they have their own unique spin, and not every character is great, but I enjoy most of them. The maps I wasn't the biggest fan of, and I'm not going to be a not big fan of it because of like the actual like design of the maps, because I think they're all fine so far. There's a couple of them where I get kind of lost. Some of them are just really dark, and I don't like that. I like it when the maps are really bright and beautiful. A lot of these were really dark, and I assume that there aren't very many maps so far, so I'm hoping in the future we get like a wider range where we can get some more unique ones. But right now there's a lot of like, I guess like Symbiote one or something. I can't even tell you what it is. I'm just hoping for some better maps in the future. And yeah, but the overall design of the game is really good. Like even like the outro of the match I love that design, and I assume the matches are kind of like Overwatch where they're quote-unquote telling a story, and I guess this is like some multiverse type thing, because that's what I've heard like the characters speak. I don't know any of this, but they're like, oh man, I hope I don't have to face another version of myself, blah 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 blah. So maybe it's like something to do with that, but they have like a little like, I guess if you look into it, a little story, and I'm assuming they'll have like some story thing. They could easily do like comics or anime TV show if they wanted. I also like a lot of the character dialogue, like there's one with Moon Knight where he runs through all his different personalities, and I really enjoyed that. The announcer also sounds surprisingly like Morgana from Persona 5 to me, and I kept thinking it was Morgana just talking to me like I'm in a Persona 5 battle. I like how there was like team up moves or something, but I don't really understand it or like how to do it, and maybe it's just because I played alone and didn't have anyone to like communicate with. But it'd be cool if it gives you an extra edge to the match if you and a teammate picked characters that had synergy together. But yeah, I think this game's off to a great start so far. I really didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did, and I hope that there's a lot more in the future. Like it's not just going to be kind of like Overwatch where it's like, oh, it's fine, but I don't necessarily want to play too much of it, you know? But so far I've been enjoying it, and maybe it's just like the honeymoon phase of it's a new game that's free and you can play. I haven't bought any like the battle passes or anything, and I think the battle pass is actually like a good battle pass. Like it's kind of like Halo Infinite where you can buy it but you don't have to complete it in the season and have it be gone. But in this game it's good. It's like you can do it at your own pace. There's a lot more characters I still need to play as. I still haven't played as like Spider-Man because I'm like, he's a popular character right now and so everyone's probably going to play as him. But I'm probably not going to be good, so I don't want to take someone's spot and be like, this guy sucks. And like Scarlet Witch, I feel like she's going to be really fun to play as, but I still kind of have to figure out how she plays because she's a little bit different, and I just like to shoot things, you know? I also don't like any of the characters who can like hit things with their fists. I like being in the back more because I'm just not great at this game, and you can die very quickly for certain characters. So I don't really like to punch things, but I guess the only character I've done that as is Captain America. But yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about with this first thoughts. This was just kind of like off the top of my head ramble after playing for 2 hours. So yeah, let me know what you think of Marvel Rivals, who your favorite character is. You can tell me how bad I am at this game. But yeah, so let me know your favorite character, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day, and goodbye!